I do think you have to make that assumption. Obviously, Fox owns the other piece. There might be less urgency right now to do a topping bid. So I think you still have to keep it out there as a possibility. You have to kind of put some probability on the chance that they do. But right now, it does seem as if the clearest path belongs to Comcast.
Ed Lee, would you agree with that?
Yeah,
I think part of it.
I think it's certainly a wait and see approach. Sources have told me that it's really a Disney call at this point, right? If they go for the full, if they increase their bid on Sky, it's really Disney's call because they'd have to absorb the debt that would incur. And sources tell me that they're leaning away from that. The thing that's giving them pause, however, is that Sky does own the digital streaming rights for pretty much all of the Disney and Fox films for the next 3-4 years. So if the future is
in the
OTT,
international,
in the markets in which they operate, in which Sky operates, right? So if the point is to boost your business through OTT, through these new markets, that's a piece you're giving up, actually. And if Comcast wins that, that's what they get.
Tom Forte, what do you think they should do?
So basically, if you think about the pending sale of their film assets to Disney and the fact that Fox already owns a piece of Sky, I think they have a deep appreciation for the value, so I wouldn't be surprised to see them come to the table with a bigger offer.
What's that going to mean, though, in terms of all the other stuff that they want to spend money on?
Well, if you look at Fox in general, the basic challenge for media companies is the transition of the $70 billion advertising market heading online. Roku reports, for example, after market today, and they're doing very well and taking advantage of that. So the basic challenge for Fox and for everybody else is maintaining as much of the $70 billion TV ad revenue while building their digital assets. And to the extent that I think Sky would help them with the digital assets as well, I think that's very important.
Ed Lee, fast forward for us 12 months. What does Fox do once it's done all its sales?
Right.
So
they hold on to the broadcast and they hold on to Fox News. FS1 is a part of it as well. It's going to be Fox News and Fox Broadcast. One interesting thing, the FCC adjusted the rule on the 39% cap ownership. Basically, you can't own more than 39% distribution for TV stations. They included a new loophole or a revised loophole called the UHF discount, which effectively doubles your ability to kind of own more TV stations. I think look for Fox to own more TV stations going into the future. That's going to be the way they're going to boost their business. So the Sinclair Tribune deal has been in doubt, and other TV station groups are likely available. They'll probably go after these other
The UHF loophole for people who are under the age of 40. In the old days, when there wasn't cable, there was the main broadcast channels, and then the weak UHF, like
on the upper end of the dial.
56 in Boston. And so the FCC would say, those aren't as strong, discount. And so we're going to discount their penetration in the market by 50%.
But here's the thing: is that the FCC mandated the switch to digital television back in 2009. So the UHF discount, the UHF signal doesn't matter anymore. Everything is the same strength. So it doesn't. You're getting a discount for something you shouldn't get a discount for.
Yeah, but they never managed to get the level of viewership. Like there's some legacy thing there.
There's a legacy thing.
People don't watch them as much.
The strength and the reach is the same as the traditional TV broadcast.
And yet they haven't gotten the viewership.
Tom, just quickly, is this a sensible strategy going forward? If we look at this quarter's results for all the broadcasters, are we getting signs that it's time for a bounce back from the traditional guys?
Definitely. So if you look at, on a relative basis, it's the strength of the news channel for Fox that's enabled them to do so well, along with the sports. So I do think that you're seeing some signs of stabilization here from the old guard, if you want to call them that, in the media space. But at the same time, I'm looking forward to Roku's results and seeing how they're doing as they try to capture more of those ad dollars online rather.
Well, one more thing I think that's interesting from the Fox release, I always like to look at the Hulu results, right? Since they own 30% of it, lost $1.5 billion in the 12 months ending in June. And that's going to be Disney's loss once they start consolidating that after they close the deal. If the future is OTT and Hulu's an aspect of that, that's something to think about in terms of how the economics of that business pan out. They've got over 20 million paying subscribers, so it's not a small business either.